Hello and welcome to a very special place in Thailand and to me, PAI. It is a very special place because it attracts all types of travelers, backpackers, tourists from Thailand and abroad, because it's just absolutely stunning. It's an incredible valley. It's surrounded by these beautiful mountains, and it's a place that you can come and really freely express yourself. It's got a bit of a hippie vibe, but it's very welcoming, and I've been coming here for years, maybe even 12 years I've been coming to PAI. It's got a very special place in my heart, and I've been really nervous and excited to come here because obviously 9 months ago I came here at Christmas and New Year's, and the place was, even during the COVID stuff, it was booming. You know, the Thai tourism was still thriving, and there were still lots of foreigners here, and there was stand-up comedy nights and live music, and the night market was alive and well, and it was so great to see Thailand pushing through when at the time other countries were really suffering. However, obviously there were some parts of the place in PAI that had suffered. Some of my favorite backpacking hostel haunts had been reclaimed by the jungle, and of course many businesses have gone, and coming back I've seen that they still remain closed and abandoned and things. And so today I'm not going to be focusing on everything that's closed, because if you come here, you go to Walking Street, okay, and you'll see bits and pieces of it during this video. Of course, because alcohol is banned at the moment, live music is banned, the atmosphere is a little bit stale, let's say. However, come on, look at this place. If you come to PAI just to drink beer and party, then of course you'll be let down. But if you come like me to PAI for more than that, to enjoy the nature, to enjoy the scenery, to meet new and interesting people and learn a little bit more about you every single time, then that's what we're going to do today. So this video is going to be an update of exactly what it's like here in PAI now. So yeah, just relax and enjoy and breathe in the beauty of PAI. Okay, so the first place I've taken you to, we're going to basically do a tour over the next day or two and go to all of my old haunts and go to some of the new places that have opened, just to show you exactly, you know, how beautiful PAI is and what the situation is here. And we're up here at the Chinese village now. Just below down here, all those blue roofs, that is the Chinese village, and there's lots of cute little cafes, lots of really delicious noodle shops, and at the top of the village here is this incredible viewpoint with this beautiful looking pine tree. It almost looks like a Christmas tree, doesn't it? And they've surrounded it with these you can buy these like heart-shaped ornaments that flap in the wind, and they make a nice little dinging, ringing noise. They're just good luck for relationships and loving. So you've got lots of couples who come up here, buy a heart, write both their names on it, and then they leave it up here flapping in the wind. And this particular spot, this particular viewpoint, is very popular at sunrise. There will be minivans and cars, and there'll be quite a lot of people here. And because of the PAI Valley below will be, you know, covered in a mist, especially in the winter months. But I've come up here in late afternoon for a little bit of a change, and it's stunning. It's basically like a real life weather report. You can see where is the rain, which direction is it coming, when's the next storm. And luckily all of the mountains in the 360 degrees here are holding on and hugging onto the rain, and they're not going to let the rain come in, hopefully for the next few hours at least, while we explore a little bit. And yeah, you can just see the white Buddha in the town in the distance, and PAI just looking lush and green. We are in the beginning of October, and for the next 3-4 months PAI is going to be prime, absolutely perfect. The rains have basically finished. We're now coming into slightly drier months, the cooler months, and high season is approaching. In fact, October is high season, bless them. But as you'll see during the video, you know, especially where I'm staying in the middle of Walking Street, things are a little bit quiet at the moment. But that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. We're here to enjoy all parts of PAI, including this beautiful breeze. Lovely, lovely viewpoint, absolutely stunning. And actually Good news, there's 3 viewpoints up here now. I think there used to be this one, but because of this panoramic 360 view that they have, there seems to be a couple more that sprung up. There's a coffee shop over here with this beautiful garden that they're not quite finished, but the shop is open, and that's where you can go get an iced coffee and tea. They do coffee up there, but I didn't fancy a hot one and they didn't have any ice. So never mind. See, here's another one. This wasn't here before. This has all been landscaped, and I don't remember seeing this one. And they've gone for the same vibe here. You know, they've got the Chinese symbols and the heart, and they've got one of these. I've got to show you this. Got lots of Thai and Chinese seafood dishes. Nice restaurant. You see, they had to accommodate for all the people that come here at sunrise, and then everybody's hungry, right? And you can come here and have a huge, nice, delicious breakfast. But this is really fun. This is called a actually, I don't know what the technical name is. I've just called them Chinese swings for years. And they use gravity and body weight to go. So once you get one person in, you push it around and the next person gets in. And then once you have 2 or 3, it'll start spinning at will. And it's really fun and really dangerous and quite scary. And they have a few of them in this province. And yeah, really dodgy. And look at the snake skin on here. And I've never actually ever done archery in my life. Here's the arrows, sharp golden point, very light, and they have very professional feathers. These are decent. Just wanted to show you the new viewpoint, the second new viewpoint, and the good old classic on the top. Now, about 10 minutes down from the Chinese market and up into the mountains that are actually in front of me right now, covered in clouds, there is a beautiful waterfall. I haven't been to this waterfall in a long time, a couple of years now, and checked on Google, and apparently it's gotten a lot worse, and now they charge money. But I'm thinking 9 months of nobody being around, maybe it's not, you know, maybe they're not charging anyone. Maybe it's just open, because the waterfall itself is stunning. So let's go there, and let's just make our way down past these beautiful Chinese shrines and Chinese village, and back down and up to a beautiful waterfall. PAI has loads of waterfalls, 3 or 4 decent ones, and a really fun one that's a trek into the jungle, about half an hour away by walking. And that was I've done that a few times. That's fun. Lots to see and do in PAI. This video won't be a complete travel guide for PAI. It's just too spread out, and there's just so much to do. And to be honest, the most fun thing to do when you come to PAI is exactly what I'm doing. Get a little motorbike, drive around, spend a couple of days, and just find your own PAI. Oh, it's one way this way now. I'll be fine. I'm not in a big car. That's me changing gear. Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna go to the hot springs and we'll try and get there in one piece. So, see you in the hot springs. Okay, here we are. Okay, well, good news and bad news. good news, nobody's here to charge me, which I've read online on Google Maps reviews. So that's 100 baht saved. But the bad news is, doesn't look like there's much going on here, and it doesn't look like they've been keeping up with it. There's quite a lot of old plastic on the floor and trash, which is not a good sign. Okay, let's go through this weird new tunnel thing. Okay, so things have changed here for sure. We didn't get charged any money, which was good, but I can see why they wanted to charge people, because they've constructed lots of bamboo raft, bridge and steps going up and over the rocks and around the grounds to give people safer ways to reach the different levels. Because back when I used to come here many years ago, we used to just scramble up these rocks, and in the dry season it was fine, but if it was wet, if it had been raining, it's very slippy and it's very easy to fall down that waterfall. And we have had been here during a fatality. There was a tourist who drowned whilst we were here one time. So they were dealing with multiple deaths per year. So someone stepped in and said, look, this is stupid, let's make it safer. And they've built this construction, and I think that's why they were charging money. However, it's not lasted very long. They are destroyed, rotten, and in some places falling apart across the river, and have caused a bit of a mess, to be honest. So I'm sure that's why they're not charging right now, because the place is an absolute mess, bless it. And I don't think they did a very good job of it anyway. It's a little bit naff. The green bamboo, the weird netting and the metal railings. Even if they had kept it up, I do think it's taken away from the beauty, but then again, it's safer now. I don't think I'm gonna go up there because everything looks like it's gonna fall and break any minute. And the rocks are wet because it's been raining this morning. So I'm just gonna fly the drone and just laugh at the kids who seem to be trying to make their own dam with mud. And they're on a mission to block the river, which is something I used to do when I was a kid. So we're just leaving the waterfall in the Chinese village, and we're going to go towards the two huts and the Grand Canyon and all that on the other side of PAI. However, we have to cut through town to do so. And so this is just a good opportunity to just drive through the center of PAI together, and I can, for some reason they don't let you turn left here, even on a green, red light. And I stalled. So here we are. It's Saturday, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is the first part of Walking Street. Now, if you know this channel and you've been following this channel as we've driven through Samui and Koh Phi Phi and Koh Phangan and other touristy areas, I'm not really one to point the camera at all the devastation and do, you know, hand on the mouth thumbnails and drastic titles. Just don't think that's a good taste, and it doesn't really help the situation. But since we're driving through town, we can just briefly absorb it together. Now, this is normally where, you know, this would be 100% just pedestrians. There'd be food to the left, food to the right, all the way over the next 1.5 kilometers. And now, I mean, just look at it, you know, there's not much here. This whole area here is not much going on, and you know, this used to be a 7-Eleven and now it's a nail parlor, and reggae bar shut, obviously, all these other bars, Hazy Bar, Jekko Bar, Jekko Beer, both shut. This is Aya Rent a Motorcycle. They now sell bananas. And no minivans to Chiang Mai, and a handful of bikes to rent, but mostly they're just selling bananas, which is unbelievable. Why Not Bar? I mean, look, the good thing is, the shutters are down and the bars are closed, but they're not gone. You know, most of these businesses, here's the juice bar, here's my little banh mi place, which is amazingly open. How are you? Good. Don't worry, I still have banh mi in my bag. Best banh mi ever. I went there this morning to get a sandwich. So, what was I saying? Yeah, most things are shut. This place is open, Cafe de PAI, and there's a handful of restaurants and a handful of hotels. But you know, this is 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. And like I was saying, the good thing is, even though everything is boarded up or shut, it's still, the foundations are still here, the tables, the furnitures are still there, the coffee machines are still there, and all that needs to happen is the borders need to open, the tourists need to come back, and then the people from the villages can come back down, the owners can come back down, and they can reopen. Now this is where I'm staying. I'll just stand here for a second. This is where I'm staying. This is on the corner of Walking Street and the other Walking Street. This is where I'm staying at. I don't actually know the name. I'll put it here. And they have really good food, really good coffee, really good wine, deliciously handmade cakes and pastries, and it's the spot to be when things are pumping. Like it was in December, I was having many of the passion fruit cheesecake and rosé and just listening to the live music, but now they're still open, and you can rent a room, and I have a really nice room for 700 baht. This herbal coffee tea place, very famous, that's all closed now. It's available for rent, and the massage shops are closed, and oh, they're open, that's good. I might get a massage tomorrow. Boom Bar, completely shut up and closed. I've had many a drunken night in there, or the really cool Blah Blah Rock Bar. See, they're still here. Beat Roots, this is a new jazz bar, and I went there one night in December and watched the stand-up comedy and live music. It was bossing, banging. All this is shut. Yellow Sun, shut. Burger Queen, shut. You get the point, right? So when you do come to PAI, if you have a special place in your heart for it, like I do, just be a little bit prepared to be heartbroken. It will take your breath away, especially in the early parts of the evening when it's supposed to be pumping. This used to be a really crappy little beach bar with a pool, and now it's completely desolate. And we'll go over the bridge and we'll head towards two huts, sorry. So that's the state of play in PAI. I don't want to dwell on it too much. I just wanted to drive through and show you and try to make a positive video, because like I said, I could just be like, oh my god, it's all closed. Ah! Oh, geez, sorry, that dog nearly got run over and he didn't even realise. To be honest, this place looks like it's doing very okay for itself. Lots of big bikes, lots of small bikes, and lots of Thai people obviously, and a few foreigners. These are the Honda CRF 300, and then its bigger brother, the Rally. Is this an 850 or what is this? I'm not sure, but this one's the big brother of this one. Well, there you go. Drunken high phalangirls. Some things never change about PAI. Is that a cap? สบายไหม
You been here last night with you?
Last night? Oh, yeah. Remember I sent you the video? How are you?
Flag Thailand, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So now, yeah, my little Honda dream. I'm driving from the south, every province.
YouTuber again.
Yeah, come back.
แต่ตอนกลางคืนเวลาผมเมาเหล้าผมไปนอนกับมันได้นะ
ไอ้ลัง
มันไม่ใช่ว่า
ไอ้ลังไปคิวได้ไหม
เลยครับ
You buy my popcorn yesterday
อร่อยมาก
อร่อยมาก
อร่อยมาก I don't smoke, but yeah, I will just have a beer first. Someone's doing a time lapse. What camera is this? Can you hear it taking pictures? I better not touch it. Oh, it's a Nikon. Can you hear? Cool. Yeah, in the thumbnail of this video, I parked Dreamy down here and there was this incredible sunset, but that was back in December. But still beautiful, right? Look at that. 2 huts. You can come and get pissed up with your mates, smoke some doobie. There's a swimming pool over there. I can see the girls chilling out, and big bikes and small bikes and Thai people and a few foreigners and temples in the distance. Burning, classic northern Thailand. Quick, it's not been raining for 10 minutes, let's burn it. So yeah, I'll stay here a couple of hours and chill out with these guys. Make some friends for once.
มันคนลงทุนเนี่ย
Hey, so I've just had a great afternoon / early evening and dinner. So obviously stayed at 2 huts, watched the sunset, had a few beers. It was delicious. It was delicious. It was fantastic. Sorry, I had a few beers and then I came back into town and I was so excited because one of the best things that's happened to PAI recently is back in December when I came, there was a new street food vendor who did grilled cheese sandwiches, and she had like a hot pan, and she made these delicious grilled cheese sandwiches, really good quality bread, and she used to season them with salt and pepper and rosemary, and then the cheese was very good, high quality, and then the meat was amazing if you wanted a ham and cheese grilled cheese sandwich. Anyway, it was to die for, and when I came back to PAI this time, I was thinking, please be open. Not only is she open, but she's expanded and she's bought her own shop. It used to be a tattoo shop here on Walking Street, but she's managed to grab it and she's painted it all and decorated it lovely. She has a fridge full of really delicious cheeses that you can buy wholesale or just, select for your particular grilled cheese sandwiches. She has a whole array of red wines and rosés and sparkling wines and beers, IPAs, even a bottle of tequila in the freezer, which is just to die for. And her menu is outrageous. It used to have 3 or 4 options when she had the street food vendor. However, now it is 20 to 50 different versions. It is a bit overwhelming, actually. You don't know what to choose. So I went for the fried brie and cranberry sauce with figs. And actually the figs were out of season, so I got apples instead. But still, the cranberry sauce and the deep fried brie was incredible. And I watched them cut the fresh brie, dip it in the egg, dip it in the fresh breadcrumbs and make it to order. And the only reason why I'm not eating or showing you the food in the restaurant is because the restaurant was packed. I had a tiny little table in the corner and there was lots of people, really good music, Oasis and Coldplay playing in the speakers and kids running around. It was like a whole family vibe because she's the only place. Well, she'll just pour you a glass of wine, a bottle of beer, you know, cook you up some delicious grilled cheese sandwiches, chicken nuggets, fish and chips, all sorts of food. She has all this crazy menu and her whole ethos is she's like, everywhere here has healthy food. I want to be unhealthy. In fact, she's thinking about doing chocolate milkshakes with ice cream. And that's so cool. I love the fact, because PAI, if you know, if you've been, it's very vegan friendly, vegetarian friendly. It's all teas and spirulina shots and everything is super healthy and super mind and body conscious. And she's like, screw that. I want to do grilled cheese sandwiches, milkshakes and beer, tequila and wine, and she's just absolutely destroying it. This place is packed. And then I had the grilled cheese sandwich and I went for the buffalo chicken with jalapeno and it was amazing. She had to make 3 of them because apparently that's her biggest seller. And again, you know, the seasoned bread and the way they grill it with butter and they flip it over and it's just so oozing of deliciousness. It's definitely just full of calories and it's a heart attack on a plate. But I've just had an hour and a half in there singing Oasis, singing Coldplay, singing Arctic Monkeys. I felt like I was back home. It was busy, it was packed, there was kids running around. It is fantastic. Cheese madness. Put it on your list when you come here. Because yes, you can get herbal teas and vegan salads and everything, and that's fine. Come here and detox and connect with nature. But if you don't want to, if you just want to get drunk and eat cheese, come to Cheese Madness.
ลอยกระทงกันแล้วก็เชิญน้องแก้วมารวมนั่งวงนั่งวงกันลอยกระทงนั่งวงกันลอยกระทงบุญจะส่งให้เราสุขใจบุญจะส่งให้เราสุขใจวันเพ็ญเดือน12น้ำก็นองเต็มตะลิ่งก็เราทั้งหลายใจจริงสนุกกันจริงเอาลอยกระทงก็ลอยลอยลอยลอยลอยเอ้าลอยไปลอยไปลอยไปลอยไปเลยเลยน้องขอให้น้องมีความสุขจังความเพ็ญวันลอยกระทงวันเพ็ญวันลอยกระทงบุญจะส่งให้เราสุขใจบุญจะส่งให้เราสุขใจเฮ้ย
So this is the state of the nightlife now. The 2 places to hang out is the 7-Eleven and the popcorn guy. This guy sells popcorn at 20 baht a bag, and down there they have a shop you can buy cans of beer, and then they have the football on the big screen. And that's it. This is the nightlife. This is Walking Street at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. I wanna know, will you ever see the rain? And actually this is just perfect, right? But if you want to have some salted popcorn and a can of beer on the street, then yeah, maybe it's not perfect. I'll take that back. That's my bad. Alloy, Mac. That's fine. That's too much. That's too much. One more.
20 บาทครับ
20 baht.